Thomas is seeing somebody. Has he said anything to you about it? There's just been this lightness about him.
It's pretty on brand.
Probably just a brief fling.
We're surrounded by friends and the people we love. Close the gate!
Let him go!
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Katie Holmes, NBC Tonight.
On our broadcast tonight, narrowing the field tomorrow. We'll show you the 3 candidates for Oneida County Judge.
Plus, courses resume a week after a shooting at Michigan State. We'll see why some students skipped class.
And a possible forever forest near Rhinelander is in limbo after state funding was blocked. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Conrad Sapinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. A lot of local governments have had to make cuts in recent years. That could mean fewer police officers or firefighters for a city.
Governor Tony Evers was at the Wausau Fire Department today, joined by other local leaders around the area. He's proposing boosts to local budgets throughout his state budget. The plan is to send 20% of the state's sales tax back to local communities through shared revenues. This would go to fund essential services like fire, EMS, and law enforcement. Governor Evers says it's a great way to make cities safer.
Whether it's issues around public safety, issues about public health, issues around other things that the mayor and the city council and others are concerned about are real.
The amount of shared revenue the state has sent to local governments has declined for years, meaning costs continue to rise.
So I've been working hard over the last 4 years to get people to a better place, and spent a lot of time in the last campaign talking about the need for shared revenue, which is a term that's used for money that is sent from the state to the local municipalities.
The state is expected to have a $7.1 billion budget surplus. State Republicans will work over the next 4 months to rewrite and pass the 2-year state budget.
Well, Conrad, you had a fun time during our earlier newscast. You were out there when it was snowing at 5 and 6.
Yeah, it was a good time, but it was very slippery outside. Now things are getting a little bit better.
What can we expect for the rest of the week, though?
Yeah, it's going to be a very busy week, guys. Get ready, especially Wednesday night into Thursday. Right now, though, we do still have some lingering snow showers in the area. We did have some heavier bands of snow earlier today around 4 p.m. when I was out there in downtown Rhinelander. Right now, though, things are starting to slowly clear up, but overnight tonight, we're still going to have a little bit of snow showers in the area. Visibilities are at around 2 miles here in town. Eagle River, though, less than a mile visibility, so we do still have some snow showers in the region. That's going to start to improve by the overnight hours. It is windy out there, though. We have wind gusts at around 25 to even 30 miles an hour in some spots. Sustained winds are coming in at around 15 here in town. Wausau coming in with sustained winds at around 21, and Mosinee at 28 with wind gusts close to 40 miles per hour. Temperatures earlier today were hovering at around 30 degrees. Now they are in those mid to upper 20s, couple of 30s down south closer to Tomahawk and Wausau. Tonight, though, temperatures will continue to cool down, still above average, but hovering in those mid-teens. Dan and Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. Many people in the Northwoods will just have one race on their ballot tomorrow, the state Supreme Court. But everyone living in Oneida County will have another primary to weigh in on.
Tomorrow, 3 candidates for Oneida County Judge will be narrowed down to 2. The race is for Circuit Court Branch 1. Judge Mary Burns has been in that position since Governor Evers appointed her 6 months ago. Before that, she had her own law practice, spent 15 years working as a public defender, and ran a small business. She's now seeking a full term. Michael Sheik is also running. He worked for a decade in a private law firm in Rhinelander before becoming district attorney, a position he's held for 11 years. A third candidate is Mike Fugel. He's currently the Oneida County Corporate Counsel. Before that, he was Assistant Corporate Counsel for 13 years. Polls close tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Opening statements were heard today in the trial of a former Oneida County Sheriff's deputy. Stetson Grant is being charged with multiple accounts of stalking, misconduct in public duty, and use of a dangerous weapon. Grant is accused of calling his estranged spouse as many as 50 to 150 times a day and entering her home on more than one occasion. The former deputy's employment with Oneida County ended in August 2021. He faces 41 years in prison if convicted on all counts. We'll be covering this trial all week long.
The leader of right-wing group Project Veritas is now without a job after he used donor money for personal luxuries. Project Veritas uses theatrical stunts in an effort to embarrass perceived liberal enemies. Their board ousted leader James O'Keefe for his treatment of employees and use of donor funds. O'Keefe at one point spent $14,000 on a charter flight to meet someone to fix his boat, and over the last 18 months spent over $150,000 on cars. Project Veritas is also under investigation for acquiring a diary kept by Joe Biden's daughter Ashley.
Michigan State University students and employees are getting some four-legged therapy in the aftermath of last week's shooting. As students returned to classes Monday, therapy dogs were made available in the school's library. 1 week earlier, on February 13th, a gunman opened fire in 2 campus buildings, killing 3 students and critically injuring 5 others before turning the gun on himself.
A lot of the classes that were at the Union and Berkey Hall are now meeting in the library, so we just wanted to welcome students in and to a safe, happy environment.
Meanwhile, instead of returning to class Monday, more than 1,000 MSU students gathered outside of the state capitol building in Lansing to demand reform. State Senate Democrats have introduced several gun reform proposals.
The Rhinelander robotics team is heading to state. The team of 4 members took first and third for 2 submissions in the search and rescue division. That competition was 2 students building 1 robot in order to search a simulated neighborhood looking for explosives and disposing them safely. Because of their top results, the team will be heading to the state competition with the chance to make it to nationals. The Phillips School District announced their new superintendent.
Plus, the Merrill Middle School is seeing early success with a new after-school program. We'll have the details after weather right here on Newswatch 12.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford truck, like a next-generation pickup. Get here for a deal on F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 46 years straight. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose Flex Buy on F-150 with 2.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 credit cash and 1,000 Auto Show cash.
Get personalized support. Call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
As a nurse, your capacity to give is superhuman until it's not. These days, nearly every nurse is exhausted. You deserve an employer who shares your passion for keeping people healthy, including you. Join Peter Christensen Health Center today. Work fewer hours, enjoy regular schedules, rebalance your life with your passion. Your loved ones will thank you. Your new healthcare team will appreciate you. And your new patients will be grateful for you. Quit the chaos. Be your best self. Join us today.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
All right, welcome back, folks. So like we promised you, round one of the snow did move in today around 1:30 p.m., really picking up in intensity in times where visibilities were close to zero out there. I was out downtown Rhinelander, and it was really, really snowy at some times. Then conditions really improved by around 5 to 5:30 p.m. Now we do still have some lighter snow showers in the area. For the most part, though, that heavier snow is in Michigan right now. Northern Michigan's getting in on a little bit of snow. For us, though, we're going to continue to have some lingering snow showers overnight tonight. That is round one. Then a bit more is on the way, a lot more Wednesday night into Thursday. And that's starting to develop right now closer to Billings up there, where it's really going to intensify by tomorrow, especially into Wednesday. So round two, that's going to arrive tomorrow night. We're looking at maybe an additional 1 to 2 inches of snow. Most of that heavier snow will be closer to Wausau and south of that, north of Madison area. Quick moving snow. Then Wednesday, that's when that heavy snow starts to move in, really picking up in intensity by the overnight hours. Look at all those dark blue colors. Wow, it is really going to be coming down. Same thing into the early parts of the day on Thursday. Then during the day, I'd say in the afternoon hours, things will start to lighten up slowly, but still, it's going to pile up out there. We're looking at a lot of snow, folks, and we have a lot of advisories out there as well. Winter storm warnings, even some blizzard warnings indicated here in the orange, and same thing up north. But I don't think it's going to be blizzard warnings criteria quite as much here. We will be very close, though, with very windy conditions and really heavy snow. Visibilities will be low as well. Right now, though, we do have some winter storm watches here all over the state. There is a little bit of a winter storm warning right now in the western part of the state, Eau Claire, Twin Cities as well. These are going to continue to extend, and we will all be under some winter storm warnings by tomorrow. We're looking at a lot of snow, folks. 1 to even 1.5 feet of snow before all said and done by the evening hours on Thursday. And the main part looks like it's going to be closer to Rhinelander. Same thing by Wausau, a little bit south by Wisconsin Rapids. That's where all that heavy snow will be piling up. I know Minneapolis is going to get on a lot of snow as well. All right, so let's time this out. Wednesday night into Thursday, that's when that really heavy snow moves in. Really, really heavy snow. Gusty winds as well. We're looking at winds at around 40 to 45 miles an hour. With that fluffy snow, it will be blowing it around. So visibilities will be low, regional impacts, and there will, of course, be some school closing. Every school will be closed on Thursday. If you don't have anything really important to do on Thursday, I would definitely stay home. So our biggest snow events for February are 2-day snow events. We might actually get close to this one in 2019, and same thing in 1948, coming in with around 15 inches of snow. This will really be a big event, folks, so get prepared for that. And winds will start to die down by Tuesday morning, then really picking up in intensity Wednesday night into the day on Thursday, blowing all of that fluffy snow around. Tonight, though, temperatures will be hovering at around 13 degrees. Windy conditions will continue. Some scattered snow showers will be in the area. We're looking at possibly an additional inch or less of snow. Tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures around 21 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Afternoon snow showers in the area, really picking up in intensity by Tuesday night. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show the snow moving in by the evening hours on Wednesday, really picking up in intensity Wednesday night into Thursday. So we will have some heavy snow with really windy conditions on Thursday, cold temperatures as well. So this snow will be light and fluffy, and with that wind, it will easily be blown around. By Friday, we're in the clear. Then Friday night into Saturday, another quick shot of snow will be in the area with temperatures slowly starting to improve in the 20s and 30s. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. New leadership is coming to the Phillips Public School District. Rachel Hoffman is set to become the next superintendent. That's according to district office. Hoffman will replace current superintendent Rick Morgan, who announced his retirement following the conclusion of the 2022-23 school year. Hoffman currently serves as Director of Teaching, Learning, and Technology at the Rhinelander School District and has been at the district since 2001. She officially starts her new position on July 1st.
At the beginning of the school year, Prairie River Middle School launched the Boys and Girls Club of Merrill. The group's goal is to help provide students a safe, fun environment after school. So far, there has been a 300% increase of students participating. Principal Diane Gage says after-school activities are crucial for a student's development.
They give them a lot of self-confidence. They help them branch out and learn new leadership opportunities. That confidence just lets them really explore things that maybe they never thought possible before when they would go home and not have someone to help mentor them.
The club is administered by the Boys and Girls Club of the Wausau area. Chief Executive Director Kim Larson says while this program may be new, the future looks bright already.
We really view Prairie River Middle School as just getting started. We want to not only serve more kids on site at school, but see what the capacity is and the interest is in the community as we move forward in the future.
Activities offered after school include community service projects, crafts, games, and much more. You can visit our website to learn more, WJFW.com. Tomorrow, playoff basketball begins for girls' teams across the state.
The boys still have a week to hone in their game. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Serenity Douglas will break down some games tonight and the playoff picture.
Don't lose sleep by choosing a mattress from just any store. Instead, visit the experts at your one-stop sleep shop. Hi, I'm Kristen from Sleep Central. We're the only store in the Northwoods to carry all of the name brands like Beautyrest, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Serta, and all are ready for immediate delivery. We guarantee you'll find the perfect mattress at the perfect price. We also have a huge selection of bedding, futons, and accessories. We know how important sleep is, so stop on by and sleep better today. Sleep Central in Minocqua. Better sleep, pain-free, that's our promise.
Hey, Dad, look. This is the magma chamber where all the magma's piled up until...
Us. What happened to us? When did we get so connected to our devices?
She's not answering.
What? And so disconnected from each other.
79 cents.
Something's gone missing. Our relationships, our conversations, our common sense.
LT, we gotta fix this.
But just because something is missing doesn't mean it can't be found again. It's time for a reset, not just with our phones, but with each other.
Sorry.
Join us in taking the phones down for 5 challenge.
So we're using our phones to put down our phones?
Exactly.
So we just put them down.
I guess so. Let's take a break from our devices for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes.
Feels good.
Let's see what we find.
Hey, bud. Wow, that's good.
U.S. Cellular.
Depends on how much pressure.
Built for us.
There's a reason we're called People's State Bank and not the first bank of this or the big bank of that. It's because we share this community and the values that make it better and dream that our kids and yours will grow up happy. We know these roads as well as you do, and we're glad to travel them with you. When you think about it, it's really pretty simple. We're your kind of people. We just happen to be bankers. And that, more than anything, is what brings us together.
Coming up on your Tuesday, we have this week's edition of Nursing the North.
Active weather on the way with snow moving in. Good news for the snowmobile trails and the ski resorts as well. Significant snow later this week. More where to tune in on a Tuesday from 5 to 7.
Not many regular season games left for boys basketball, and Lady Smith headed to Eagle River to play Northland Pines. Both teams ranked second in their respective conferences, and it was a good one. Lady Smith has gone 18-4, while Northland Pines is 17-5. Let's start in the first half. From Lurvy to Stemkey, who'll drain a 3-ball, and we'll keep our eyes on Stemkey this game. Then Gabe Smith under pressure. He'll find Nolan Lurvy for another 3 for the Eagles. Lurvy heads down court and passes to Griffin Stemkey because it's raining 3s for the Eagles. Now, Lurvy getting entangled, recovered by Ryan Minch, whose attempt to layup is not good, but Gabe Smith dunks it for the Eagles. Northland Pine goes on to win it 89-73, and Griffin Stemkey joins the 1K Career Points Club tonight. He's the third Eagles to earn 1,000 points. Moving on to D.C. Everest against Rhinelander. It was senior night for the Hodags. Starting in the first half, Connor McFarlane finds Marcus Hall, and Hall uses that 6'6" height to his advantage. Some passing offense for the Evergreens, and it eventually finds McFarlane for a 2-pointer. Then the dynamic duo of McFarlane and Hall again. They're getting it done with 2-pointers tonight. More passing from the Evergreens. They're getting it to the goal every time. This one's from Eversold. The Hodags looking to get on the board. Kyle Brown securing a layup for Rhinelander. But a failed pass from Rhinelander cost Cohen Prevey to steal and head down court for an Evergreen layup. It'll be DC Everest to take this game 73-42. Let's take a look at some boys basketball area scores. Amherst traveled to play Auburndale tonight. The Eagles have a 18-3 record on a 3-game win streak, and tonight makes 4. They won over Amherst 69-54. Goodman Pembine traveled to play 3 Lakes, and the Blue Jays added another win under their belt. Goodman Pembine 78-50. Florence has had a heck of a season so far in going 20-1, and tonight was no different as they took down the Crandon Cardinals 73-61. Staying on boys basketball area scores, Wittenberg-Burnham Wood hosted Wyomega-Fremont and won last game. Tonight, they hosted Wausau West, and it was the Warriors who won this one 74-46. And Wausau East is looking to get back on track. They haven't had the easiest time lately, but there's still chances for another round. Tonight, where they faced off with Colfax and took them down 69-57. Switching gears to college women's basketball, the Wisconsin Badgers hosted the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. The Badgers were coming off of a loss to Iowa last game, and tonight they were able to pull off a big win, beating Rutgers 88-62. The Badgers had 5 women in double digits this game. They look to face off with Northwestern for the second time this season next Thursday. The WIAA boys basketball playoff bracket was released, and some teams in our area are ready for their new matchups. For Division II, the GNC champs, the Medford Raiders, were given a first-round bye as they wait to play the winner of New Richmond versus Menominee. While Ashland and Rhinelander are scheduled to face off, and the winner of that game plays Fox Valley Lutheran. Then Lakeland Union plays New London, and Mosinee got a first-round bye, and winner of Anago against Merrill will play them. And finally, Wausau East and Waupaca will face off, and winner plays Shawano. The first round of playoffs is scheduled to tip off on Tuesday, February 28th. It was Team Giannis versus Team LeBron, and for the All-Star game, the game was held at Vivint Arena, home of the Utah Jazz. Many big names were out, like Steph Curry, Zion Williamson, and Kevin Durant due to injuries. Giannis was questionable to play because of his wrist injury, but decided to play moderately. Each team captain drafted 12 players in a playground-style format, and Team Giannis won the second and the third quarter, earning $250,000 for Ray's Future Foundation. The All-Star game ultimately went to Team Giannis, winning in the fourth quarter, 184-175. More after the break.
Menke Automotive is your new neighbor in central Wisconsin. So now you've got a friend in the auto business. Menke Automotive prides ourselves on having happy employees because happy employees make for happy customers. When you need a new Buick, GMC, or Mazda, expert service, precision body work, or just a hot cup of coffee, come in and get to know us at Menke Automotive at the old Fred Miller location on Grand Avenue in Schofield. Menke Automotive, your new neighbors in central Wisconsin.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Janelle. I've lost 70 pounds in 30 inches. I know the secret. I feel great now after losing the 70 pounds. I can do stairs. I don't have pain through the day, through the night. As a breast cancer survivor, I knew I needed to lose the weight to prevent future health issues. I feel great, living each day with hope for my future.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695. We know the secret.com.
stuck on eggs, burnt on batter. You can't escape the nightmare of your sticky pans. Introducing the Granite Stone Pan, the all-new durable non-stick pan. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Stone, and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half a dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil, and it just doesn't stick. Fire flambe or perfectly sear filet, just like the pros. Plus, it's PFOA-free and 100% dishwasher safe. Call or go online to get your Granite Stone Pan for just $19.99. Granite Stone is so durable it comes with a 10-year warranty. And with every order, you're going to get a Granite Stone single-serve egg pan absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. You get it all. An incredible value.
To order, call 1-800-898-6703. That's 1-800-898-6703 or order online at buygranitestone.com.
An 85-year-old woman was killed in an alligator attack today in Florida. It happened just after noon at the Spanish Lakes Fairways subdivision near Fort Pierce. Witnesses say the woman was walking her dog when the alligator grabbed it, and she fell victim while trying to get the dog away from the large reptile. The dog survived the attack. Trappers were able to retrieve the 11-foot gator from the lake and remove it from the scene.
Scientists say they may have figured out what's behind those mysterious red streaks on Jupiter's moon, Europa. They suspect it is a new type of salty ice. The moon has an ocean that sits below a thick shell of ice. Researchers believe the red streaks on the surface are from a combination of water and salts, but they do not match any known substance on Earth. So scientists tried to recreate what they were seeing in a lab. They combined water, table salt, cold temperatures, and high pressure. This created a new type of solid crystal that scientists believe is what may exist on Europa's surface. A local conservation effort has sparked both passionate support and opposition. The project would make sure that a large chunk of northern Wisconsin land is conserved for public access and sustainable logging.
But state funding for the project has been blocked for the time being. A leader for the Conservation Fund says he was disappointed by that because he believes this sort of opportunity won't happen again.
The proposed Pelican River Forest is 70,000 acres of land near the town of Monaco in northern Wisconsin. Through private, federal, and state funds, the Conservation Fund hopes to permanently conserve the land through easements. Conservation easements keep land privately owned while preventing development. The land is an important wildlife corridor by linking county forests to the southwest and national forests to the northeast. The forest would also protect the Pelican and Wolf rivers. Central Conservation Director Clint Miller said the project is also about increasing public access.
It's your opportunity to have tens of thousands of acres in your backyard without having to own it.
For a decade, most of the Pelican River Forest was gated shut by the previous owner. The Conservation Fund wants to change that permanently.
And what we are doing within the easement is to memorialize some existing uses, which are the snowmobile trails, and then preserve a new use, an ATV, UTV trail that'll be traverse part of the property.
The easements would also allow access to hiking, fishing, hunting, and more, and guarantee access to more than 50 miles of maintained interior roads. The forest would also be sustainably logged, producing about 25,000 cords of harvest wood each year, an estimated annual value of $1.1 million. But the Pelican River Forest project is on hold right now. A member of the Wisconsin Legislature's Joint Finance Committee anonymously blocked state funding for the project. State Senator Mary Felskowski of Tomahawk later came forward, saying the project would prevent future development.
There is some concern about locking up land, and that's a very fair concern for people to have. I think if you really looked at it, though, the highest and best use of a property like this is sustainable forestry and recreation. And that can be used to support the economies and the people that want to live and recreate or work in these areas.
Not all of the land the Conservation Fund owns will go into the easement. The nonprofit is negotiating with town governments to keep some land available for future development. The easements would not affect the tax base since they allow for public access with private ownership. This means all of the land would still be taxed while owners have to follow the terms of the conservation easements.
The opportunities now to be able to set the stage for the future for people to continue to recreate here and to enhance that recreation and preserve the property for good ecosystem services like water quality, air quality, benefits for climate. So the citizens of Wisconsin are the ones who will lose if this project is not completed.
Tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., the Oneida County Board will consider a resolution to object to the Pelican River Forest project.
The meeting is open for public comment. We'll be right back with one final check of your forecast.
A former prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, she'll be a common-sense judge. She believes in protecting our freedoms, fairness for all, and public safety. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz Truck. Bolger Cremation and Funeral Services in Woodruff.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. Enjoy the benefits of soft water with our great selection of Morton water softeners. Morton's Demand Control Wi-Fi water softener is a smarter way to manage your water. Integrated Wi-Fi capabilities allow you to monitor your salt levels and water usage from your smartphone, putting you in control while at home or away. Morton's look-ahead technology learns and predicts your water needs, saving you money. Save 11% on Morton water softeners.
Save big money at Menards.
These days, news seems to come from all directions, and it can be overwhelming. Simplify your intake by watching news from where you live. WJFW NBC News Watch 12. We deliver critical local and national news, sports highlights, and weather updates. Watch us daily on Channel 12. Visit us at WJFW.com or like us on Facebook. We are NBC News Watch 12.
As a prosecutor for 25 years and now as a judge, I know what it takes to keep Wisconsin communities safe. I'm Judge Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, we need more common sense and less extremism. It's time for a change.
Well, this week in Serenity's hometown of Atlanta, Georgia, it will be sunny and 70. Are we going to get that here in the Northwoods this week?
I don't think so,
You don't think so?
Not this week.
I just got used to seeing the grass.
I know. Well, you're not going to see it for a very long time, Serenity, because things are changing this week. Taking a look outside, round 1 of snow is currently still falling right now. Round 2 will be falling tomorrow night. And then the main event, round 3, comes in Wednesday evening throughout the day on Thursday. So if you have any plans on Thursday, I would cancel or try and avoid any type of travel on Thursday, as it will be very windy, visibilities will be low with heavy snow, temperatures will be cold as well. We do have some winter storm watches out in the area right now. Those winter storm warnings will continue to extend east, and we will all get in on some winter storm warnings very, very shortly, probably by tomorrow. Our 7-day outlook does indicate a very active week ahead. Snow will be possible, will definitely be in the area Wednesday night into Thursday. Then we clear up by Friday, but guess what? Friday night into Saturday, once again, we're going to get another shot of snow before we clear up by Sunday.
And Jessica and Serenity are always talking about how much they love snow. So you guys are in for a treat this week.
I don't know. Thursday's looking a little brutal, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Conrad. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Madison liberals are trying to take over the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That's why we need to elect conservative Justice Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly has a proven record of protecting our freedoms and cast the deciding vote to end the COVID lockdowns of our schools and businesses. Sheriffs across Wisconsin have endorsed Dan Kelly because he has a record of enforcing the law. On February 21st, vote conservative Justice Dan Kelly for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Fair Courts America paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's Auto Show.
The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose Flex Buy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty. An answer. Uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
I just got the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra from US Cellular. With the most powerful processor yet, it can game smoother than ever. With nightography, it can take selfies in low light. Click. And with a longer battery life and US Cellular's 5G network, it can stream my favorite shows around the clock.
Amazing. Can it go back in the back?
Yeah, it can go back into the back.
Okay. Did you just kiss the phone?
The new